Hi everyone, Heather Leopards here, and I'm excited to walk you through this traveler's notebook that I've been working on. I use the Elle Studio Let's Go Traveler's Notebook Kit, as well as the July and August monthly kits and add-ons. This video is actually a combination of a flip-through as well as a process video for all of these pages that you see here. So let's go ahead and jump right in. For the cover, I used one of the papers that was included in the Let's Go Traveler's Notebook Kit, and I just adhered that to the cover. And then I wanted to stamp on this tag that you see here. So I used the Stanley Alphabet stamp set and added in that Viva. And to get that festive Viva look, I first started out by using the stamp set that looks like an outline. And then I filled it in with the solid alphabet in the different colors. To fill out the card, I went ahead and added a Pack Your Bags banner, which is super cute, and then I added Las Vegas using these blue alphabet stickers. I also added in some labels, which I pulled from these die cuts and sticker sheets, as well as some wood veneer and gold puffy stickers in both hearts and stars. I was going for all these bold colors and the glitz and glam because this was all about Vegas, and that to me personifies Vegas. Okay, so for the inside of the cover, there's this really great paper in the Elle Studio Let's Go kit, and it says favorite stops. So I used the hazel alphabet stamp, and I just stamped all of the kind of highlights of the trip and everything that we did. And then I created a collage for the photo on my phone. The background for this page is using a paper from the Let's Go kit that says, "Oh, the places we go." And now I'm going to stamp this here and now on a white piece of cardstock. So I've stamped that. And then I want to fill it in the top because I just felt that it looked a little naked and it needed some color. So I wanted to add in some of the yellowish gold. So what I did was I just flipped over another circle from that same stamp set and used the back side of it, and it filled it in perfectly. Then I added a label, that red one that you see down at the bottom, and then this sticker sheet that's also in the Let's Go kit has some really great sentiment, so I just added that one there, and then this one on the front cover as well. Alright, so for this next page, this was actually really fun. I took a 12 by 12 sheet of yellow paper that you see on the right side, and then a piece of paper from the Let's Go kit, and I lined it up and cut it so that that yellow looked like it was just going on to continuing from one page to the other, even though it was from completely different papers. And so then on the right side, I chose to make a pocket, which you can see here. I've got some photos tucked in there. I've got a photo on the top of it as well, but I'll just show you real quick. And to create this pocket, I just added some liquid adhesive around the edges, and then of course not on the diagonal top there. And once that dried, then it was a nice pocket. And I just used a really thin line so that I could easily fit pictures in and out. And then on this left side of the page, I just had a lot to say, a lot of short words to say to describe this show. So I added in a bunch of labels and some die cuts and the wow sentiment, because that's a reflection of how this show went. Favorite show I've ever seen in Vegas, but you definitely need to be prepared for the unpredictable, to say the least. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through two more spreads that I created. This one is about our trip to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign, and it's going to go in the second page right after that favorite stops and the collage photo that I showed you in the spread earlier. So I've been going to Vegas for probably 15 or 20 years, and I have never spotted an Elvis. So imagine my excitement when we are standing there at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign and we find an Elvis. Okay, so to walk you through how I created this page, I used a couple of pieces of paper from the 6x6 Noteworthy kit, and I just trimmed those down. One of them has a bunch of great words on it, like always have fun, here and now, or right here, right now, today was the best. So many different sentiments on there, so I wanted to make sure to include that. I also liked that it also had these kind of rainbow colors in it, and since that came from a 6x6 page, it wasn't going to fill the page, so I used this rainbow striped paper and added that to the top of the page right there. So you can see the rainbow kind of moving up on the page, and then I just had to trim it up, which was easy peasy with my scissors. You could also use your paper trimmer if you are worried about maybe not cutting it evenly. So there we go. And then I decided that I was going to plop that Elvis impersonator photo right there, and I was just trying to figure out, okay, what else do I want to include here? And I was originally going to use a smaller photo of us, but I think this sign kind of says everything that needs to be said about, you know, getting to Vegas and the glitz, like I said, and the glamour, and you've got that sign. So I decided to supersize it and added that to the page. I used liquid adhesive because it was a larger photo. I knew that I wanted to make sure it stuck really, really super good and wasn't going to budge. So once I've got that down, I went ahead and folded the book together to make sure that it was going to fold up nice and, you know, not pop open. So I've got that all lined up, and here's where I have to apologize. I don't know what happened in the middle of my recording, but parts of this video go out of focus. So hopefully you can follow along and you'll stick with me. It comes back into focus in a little bit. So now I'm just adding in some labels and some embellishments around the Elvis photo, trying to figure out what I want to say. So I'm just going to play with a few things. I've got this cute Let's Go banner that I add over the photo, and then I'm like, do I want to include a heart? Do I like, what am I going to put down here? And I decided that I just didn't want those sticking out of the page, and I was going to make an announcement that, you know, I had found Elvis. So I used these purple puffy stickers and created this little Elvis kind of sentiment. Yeah, so I'm just getting that all lined up. There is not an exclamation point in this alphabet set, but I went ahead and created one from the insides of the D, and there's an inside of like an E that I used for the bottom of the exclamation point. So I've just added in that wood veneer, and now I've just got a couple of other sentiments and embellishments that I want to include, like living in the moment, and I've got that kind of reddish orangish flower there that picks up the same kind of stardust type of starburst in the Las Vegas photo, so I wanted to draw that in. I also included a Love This wood veneer down at the bottom, and then a blue label or sticker sheet. I think it was a label, it's a die cut, so that I could journal all about finding Elvis. Okay, so this next spread is actually about the most wonderful, amazing dinner that we had in Vegas, and it was at Hell's Kitchen. The design for this 2-page spread is based on the die cut that says on the menu, as well as the grid paper that you see here from the Let's Go kit. So I was actually cutting out some of that grid because there's 2 pieces of paper there, and I wanted to do like this layered effect on the left side, but I kept it fully intact over on the right side. And what I liked about the grid is that it reminds me of like someone taking our order. So I included that over on the right, and then you can see I've just got some layers here that I am including on the left side, and I'm just going to get all that lined up. And now I've got a couple photos that I'm going to be adding in here, as well as embellishments. So I've just got to move things around a couple of times. And what I'm finding is that the photos are a little bit larger than I had anticipated. So I'm going to go ahead and resize those and print them while I'm putting this paper down. And now I've got my new photos, so I'm going to add those to the page. and I will be moving things around just a little bit, so just bear with me while I get the right placement of everything. I do know that I'm going to use that photo that I've got on the left side. I know exactly where I want that one to go. And then I contemplated using that cute stamp set, but decided against it. And now I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to these layers to stick them down. And when I added in the adhesive to stick them to the page, I only did that one small line that goes against the edge of the page because I wanted to easily be able to stick my photo underneath those layers there, like you can see. So that made it super easy to just tuck it in. And for some reason my camera went out of focus again, so I apologize, but I do believe it comes back into focus, and hopefully you can still see what I'm getting to, and you can see the finished photos at the end as well. Okay, so now I'm going to commit, and I need to get these photos down on the page, so I'm just going to add some adhesive to them. And this photo that I've got in my hands right now that I'm about to tuck in here, there was a digital sign of Gordon, so we stepped in front of it and of course had to have our picture taken with him as if he was there. So Elle sells a stamp called Right Now, and that's the one that you can see there, and there's a piece of the stamp that says the story of. So I decided I wanted to add that to this page, so you can see I'm stamping the story of, and then I'm going to use those Stanley outline and regular stamps like you can see to write the story of HK for Hell's Kitchen. And I'm just adding in some of the yellow and some of the red. And then I'm going to journal my thoughts on dinner, the thoughts on our friends that, joined us for dinner and joined us for this trip there, down in that empty space that you see down at the bottom. Right after I add that really cute little puffy sticker that says, "So excited to try this." So next I decided that I wanted to add on the order sheet what we actually ordered. So I'm going to add in a combination of different colors of alphabet stickers. I've got white, kind of a reddish color, and then black. So I'm just adding in pan-seared scallops, lobster risotto, beef Wellington, and braised short rib. I wish that I could have added in some desserts, but we were so full because the food was so amazing. We ate all of it that we didn't have any room for dessert. So we decided to skip that. And then I'm just going to finish off the page by adding in these large puffy letters that spell out yum, and then this cute little black heart. And then I'm going to pull up that sticker sheet from the Let's Go kit and add the sticker that says, "This was amazing." Oh, and last but not least, this little wood veneer that's got a fork, knife, and spoon. So there you have it. That is my traveler's notebook. Again, I'm using the Elle Studio Let's Go kit along with some of her monthly kits as well, and her stamp sets and sticker alphabets. It's wonderful. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Here's a look again at some of the pages in the book, and I will be adding to this, so please check back for more updates on this fun little traveler's notebook. Thanks so much for stopping by today.